Okay, so for my community service, I worked at the pumpkin show, and I had never been to the pumpkin show before because I'm not from Ohio. So going to the pumpkin show was quite an experience for me just in itself. But I had the opportunity to work at the sophomores booth, and we sold pumpkin pie, obviously, because everything is pumpkin at the pumpkin show. And we also sold pumpkin Rice Krispie treats, which was something that I thought was really unique because I'd never even heard of that before, and pumpkin whipped cream, which was really unique too, and I hadn't heard of that either, which was actually a really big seller, and Buckeyes, and like a couple other different things. Hassan Roberts was my supervisor, and he was really fun to work with, but he still definitely got the job done and made sure we all stayed on task, which was really fun. And I actually worked on Tuesday, October 16th, and I worked 3 shifts, so I was able to use the 2 for my community service and the other one for my bonus points. My integration of sociological concepts, I saw 3 different concepts. The first one I saw was the functionalist theory, and the way I described that was we were one body but many parts. Our body was the stand itself, and the many parts were all the different workers, and it helped show stability, harmony, and evolution. We had stability because each of us had a specific job to do, and in that job we had to be stable, because if we weren't stable when service picked up or business picked up, it wouldn't work, and it in turn not being stable, it would die, quote unquote die. The next one was harmony, and we were a well-oiled machine because I felt like the people that I worked with worked well together, and so that was really helpful. And then I also saw evolution, which was adaptation when changes occur, and I could say that the changes were the difference in business. Like, we would have a busy time, and then we would have time where we wouldn't really have much business, but when business picked up, we could adapt to that and pick up our pace and make sure that we wouldn't be overwhelmed with all of the service and everything. My next sociological concept I saw was aggregate groups, and I said that this was seen through the people that are temporarily gathered in one location, and that can be also the people at the pumpkin show themselves, because if you were at the pumpkin show, it was ridiculously crazy. There were people from everywhere, and they may not have anything else in common, but something they did have in common was the fact that they were all at the pumpkin show together. And then another group of aggregates was the workers at the booth. We were all together in one place temporarily. We worked shifts together and everything. So those were 2 different groups that I saw. And then my last sociological concept I saw was secondary groups, and I said those were the vendors, because we are task oriented. We wanted to make sure that we sold our product. It was kind of an exchange labor for wages, service for payment type of thing, and we were not quite as personal as a primary group would be. We are definitely more personal with the people that we knew, and the membership was based on interest. I was interested in being a part of the group because I wanted to get a good grade in this class, so I did what I had to do to get the grade. And then the integration and application of experience. I do believe that this is relevant to my worldview because each person has equal importance, and I showed that through the community service. And I also believe that community service is important because we are the hands and feet of Jesus as Christians, and we are leading by serving, and we're sharing God's love with the world in a different way. And since there's so many different ways of community service that we can do, it allows us to have something that we're interested in and something that we can truly put our heart into and make sure that we do the best we possibly can. So that is my presentation on community service. I hope you all enjoy it, and if you went to the pumpkin show, I hope you enjoyed that as well, because I know I did. It was definitely an experience, and I'm sure I'm probably going to go back. So thank you for watching.